Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane. Living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, and don't waste it. What to think about? But when you're born into a fire, let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping now. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. And tonight we've got a good one. We're at Watkins, Glen for some road course racing in the Southern Excitement Racing League. There's our practice time chart. Stringfellow, Osmer, Clark, McMillan Jr., Falovich, top 5 on the board. Expect him to be up there in qualifying as well, which is where we're headed to right now. We'll get to see these guys take some quick laps. And we'll see who gets to win the 0X Designs Pole Award. These guys fight for this pole award every week. We got some guys who've won it multiple times. Let's see who can have the quickest lap today. Kyle Adcock, first car on the track. Matthew Prentice, very good road racer. Has some good finishes. Good luck on the road courses so far this season. Ronnie Osmer, another one who has done fantastic this year, has won a road race. He won at COTA, the Circuit of the Americas, earlier in the season. See what he's able to do today. Dylan Clark has moved up from the Truck Series. Not sure if this is going to be a one-off or if he plans on running more often, but Dylan Clark, he won the Truck Series race here at Watkins Glen. Was third fastest in practice. We'll see what he's got for the Cup guys here tonight. We expect him to be fast, no doubt. John McMillan Jr., the number 51, hasn't gotten a win yet this season, but he's been very close. Third in points for John McMillan Jr. Oh, Dylan goes spinning on his first qualifying lap. So that's going to negate that lap. Now he's going to try and get back up to speed. He jumps back to the pits. Probably going to give him a fresh set of tires. So if he goes sideways again, we'll have to see if he's able to move up through the field. But he's only going to have one lap now for Dylan Clark. Stringfellow, fastest in practice. Osmer was second quickest in practice. He's coming around on his qualifying lap. Through the carousel, down the straightaway. Osmer in the 55. Currently Prentice quickest on the board with a 1:14. Let's see what Osmer runs as he comes around and comes down to the line. Osmer now top of the board with a 1:13.2. That is slightly quicker, about 6/1000ths of a second quicker than what Bill run as the fastest in practice. So a absolute clutch lap for Osmer. Stringfellow's sideways off the corner. He'll nose it into the wall. People having some difficulties today. Thing going sideways on him. Prentice is second quickest. He's coming around to end his second lap. The 15 of Matthew Prentice, he'll come across the line. Let's see where he ends up on his second lap. Slightly quicker. Still second. Dylan Clark out there. trying to recover from the earlier spin. Second quickest for Dylan Clark. Jamie Dunning out on track in the number 13. This is his first timed lap. Qualifying about half over now. A lot of these guys choosing not to go out. Dunning up to 5th quickest. Nate Maurer now pulls out on track, tries to get a lap time in as we're winding down on time. Justin Lumpkin in the number 4 out there. There he is. Little sideways off the corner, but gets it going back straight. Lumpkin will move up to 6th quickest. We've got 9 guys who have set a qualifying time. Bill Stringfellow, he may not be able to set a qualifying time. He's gone back to the pits a second time now, as time is running thin for Bill Stringfellow. Nate sideways off the corner. He's going to be coming down for his first timed lap. Nate Maurer down into turn 1. And that Simbox machine. It looks like Bill has taken it behind the wall, so no qualifying lap today for Bill Stringfellow. He's going to have to work his way through the field. That's going to give a much better chance for Osmer and Clark, as the guy who was fastest in practice not going to be able to make a time today. Nate Maurer through the bus stop, sliding it sideways, trying to make the best time that he can now through the carousel. Right on the edge of the grass, trying to get all he can out of it. This race today going to be 60 laps. Nate on that first lap, 6th quickest. I think he'll have time to get a second one in. Try and get a little bit quicker for the number 97. 60 laps, and the stage is going to be at lap 20. And they'll call the caution as the leader is approaching the line on lap 20 to begin lap 21, and that'll be the end of the stage. And we will award points at that point. Adcock out there trying to get some laps in as well. Nate Maurer is the only one out there trying to push as hard as he can. Don't think he's going to get the pole. Osmer is going to be our 0X Designs Pole Award winner, unless Nate can knock him off the pole right here. Nate will come across the line. Let's see where he'll go. We've only got 10 qualifiers, but we've got a lot of guys out here on the track. Maurer a little bit quicker, will move up to 5th quickest. But our pole sitter going to be Ronnie Osmer. Let's get a word with Ronnie Osmer, our 0X Designs Pole Award winner. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, you're today's 0X Designs Pole Award winner. You come out here, Watkins Glen, one of my favorite road courses. You set a fast lap. You were 2nd quickest in practice. Bill doesn't get to set a lap. What do you think your chances are today, and how do you like Watkins Glen?
I feel pretty confident when it comes to road racing. especially after that win at Coda. But this race today is more going to be battling the track than battling anyone else with how tough the car is around here, which makes it fun to watch, but it's extreme pain to drive.
So do you think just setting fast laps is going to be the thing, or do you think it's going to come down to tire wear?
I think it's going to come down to just keeping your car straight, because Watkins gun loves to eat cars, and as much as you can try to save tires or try to put down good laps, at some point, either way, Watkins Glen's going to bite you, because she's as mean as the Miles Monster.
Absolutely. Well, good luck today, Ronnie. You got that rookie Dylan Clark behind you. He won here in the truck series, so he knows how to get around here too. But good luck, man, and have a good one.
Thank you.
That was Ronnie Osmer, our 0X Designs Pole Award winner, as we get ready to go through the grid. There's your Pole Award winner, Ronnie Osmer. We'll start from the pole today on the outside pole. One here in the truck series. Knows how to get around Watkins Glen. It's Dylan Clark in the number 34. Matthew Prentice in the 15 is going to roll off third position. John McMillan Jr. going to start fourth in the number 51. Nate Maurer going to roll off the grid, fifth spot. Sixth spot, the number 13, Jamie Dunning. In seventh, we've got that 0X Designs machine. It's Justin Lumpkin. Mark True going to roll off in eighth. The number 73, ninth spot, Andrew Rattel, the number 5. The number 9 of Kyle Adcock going to start 10th spot. Dean Clavette in the number 56 going to start 11th. 12th starting position goes to Justin White in the number 88. John McMillan Sr. going to start behind him in the number 75. Joey Doucette in the 22 going to be 14th. 15th, Jason Clark in the number 19. The Simbox Machine 16th, Doug Neal. Kevin Franks in 18th. Jonathan Cogswell 19th position. And Bill Stringfellow going to bring up the very tail end of the field in the number 83. He's going to have to navigate his way through. Disappointing start for Bill Stringfellow already, as has a fast race car, fastest in practice. We'll have to see his journey through the field. We'll take a look at the race info. Watkins Glen running the Cup circuit, 2.42 miles. Track temp is 103 degrees. We'll see how that plays into today's race. It's going to make it slick out there. We've seen some guys, even in qualifying, losing it. But Osmer has been able to keep it under control so far. And he was quite a bit faster than the 34. Osmer, Dylan Clark, Prentice, McMillan Jr., Nate Maurer, they're our top 5. Jamie Dunning has 3 straight top 5s after not getting one of the first 18 races. This guy is on fire. Currently going to start 6th position today. We'll see if he's able to move up and get into one of those top 5 spots. He's going to have to hang on to it. I think that's going to be a big factor in today's race. It's just, can you hang on to the car? That pace car is going to peel off. We're going to be racing to lap 20 for the stage. See if these guys make it through turn 1 here at Watkins Glen in the Southern Excitement Racing League green flag. And a great start for Osmer. He's going to have a little bit of a jump. Oh, Dylan Clark loses it in the outside lane. He loses a lot of spots. He's going to have to battle his way back through the field, back into the grass again to get down onto the track. Dylan Clark, he'll drop back to 11th in turn number 1 as he got up into the grass. Now, if he could just stay steady and not push, he'll be able to get several of those positions back. Adcock slow through the bus stop. These guys trying to get around. Osmer out front. Prentice. There goes the 88 around. That's Justin White. He's sitting sideways on the track. Everyone will go around. That'll put Justin White 19th position. So Osmer on his first lap. He has a little bit of a lead, but Prentice is right behind him. Mentioned Prentice as a good road racer earlier. He's trying to hunt down Ronnie Osmer right now. He's getting into the bus stop a little bit better than Osmer maybe, but Osmer powering through and out. Gains a little bit of time through the carousel. Right now the battle for third is where it's heating up. McMillan Jr. right in front of Nate Maurer and Jamie Dunning. Stringfellow has worked his way up to 13th position already from the 18th starting spot. Now working on the 9 of Kyle Adcock, going to try and get him down the front straightaway. He'll poke the nose to the inside as they go down into turn 1. Adcock going to let him have it. Now Stringfellow up to 12th. Bill going to try and gain as many positions as he can before the stage. We'll have one caution in this race. That will be at the stage break. Kind of the opposite from some, as somebody blew the bus stop. That is Dylan Clark in the 34. He is has a fast race car, but he's maybe pushing just a little bit too hard, as this is his first race in the Cup Series. Just needs to calm down, settle in, just run some good laps. He'll get back up there. We know he's good here at Watkins Glen. Doug Neal going to allow Bill Stringfellow to go around on the outside. Doug Neal in the sim box number 77. He's currently in 12th spot. Stringfellow up to 11th. Osmer still out front. These two are pulling way ahead. You see Jamie zigzagging a little bit in the background. as Justin Lumpkin has moved up to 6 now to try and take this position away from the 13, this top 5 spot. We watch Prentice try to chase down Osmer. Osmer setting some very fast laps. Very smooth for Prentice through the bus stop as they head down into the carousel. Clark has now moved back up into the 9th position, as well as Bill Stringfellow right behind him. The guys both move around Dean Clavette. Dylan Clark has showed some speed today. Bill Stringfellow, though, up 10 positions from where he started. "15 seconds behind our leader, Osmer, who's got a 1-second lead over Matthew Prentice. Lumpkin right in the middle of these 3 cars. Dunning in 5th, Lumpkin in 6th. Mark True there in the 73 chasing these guys down. And Dylan Clark slow again. Let's see what happened to Dylan Clark here. He loses it off the end of the bus stop. Just gets sideways. Oh, and hard into the outside wall. Loses the nose. Gets it refired and gets back going. But he's going to have to try and stay on the lead lap. He's going to have some engine damage. There goes Joey Doucette off track behind him. The Sim Shots Chevrolet. He gathers it up and gets back on track. Joey Doucette currently running 16th position. Mark True's made his way around Justin Lumpkin. Now he's going to be searching down the number 13 of Jamie Dunning, trying to get his name into the top 5. As we see Stringfellow behind, going around Andrew Rattel. That's for 8th spot. Stringfellow has moved up 12 positions, now into 8th spot. And he sees Lumpkin and True in front of him. Stringfellow driving it as hard as he can right now. Nate Maurer having a great showing in 4th spot, 8 laps in to the first stage. He's trying to run down John McMillan Jr. in the 51. Maurer currently 2 seconds behind McMillan. You see him there up ahead as he's trying to get him run down, but McMillan Jr. kind of staying steady where he's at. They're in third position. Not really able to run down those two in front of him, as Osmer and Prentice have really just set sail. But the last couple of laps, McMillan Jr. has been just as fast as Osmer. Gaining a couple of tenths right through the S's right there. McMillan may have saved his tires a little better than Osmer as we get down to the end of the stage, as we're almost halfway through the stage. We'll see if McMillan can run him down, but man, Osmer gets through that bus stop so well. Gained half a second just through the bus stop. We're going to go on board and take a lap with Ronnie Osmer in the 55 and see how he gets around this racetrack so well. Across the line, down into turn 1. Braking before the stoplight on the wall. All the way down into second gear. Gets the lefts up on that rumble strip. Back up to third gear, up through the S's. Car very loose through here. You see, there he moves into fourth gear, and he is working the wheel left and right to hold on to this thing. This thing is very loose. Gets almost to the 500 sign before he brakes. Rights on the rumble strip, lefts on the rumble strip. Trying to make it as straight as possible as he gets down into the carousel. Going to hang on to second gear and just try and get close to where it juts out. He starts gassing it up again, sideways out of the corner, but gets the traction. And a late brake, a downshift, a left-hander, right up on those rumble strips again. Ronnie Osmer making it work here as he'll come off the final turn and get back to the start-finish line. That lap for Osmer was a 1:14.96. These guys may run into some lap traffic before this stage comes to a close. Doucette, Kevin Franks, and Jason Clark, you see they're going down into the final two turns, and Osmer coming through the bus stop not far behind them with 10 laps left in the stage. It'll be interesting to see if Prentice can hold toe close enough. We may have another pass for position very soon. Bill Stringfellow has run down the 73 of Mark True. A couple more not far in front of him. Andrew Rattel and Dean Clavette battling for positions. They go down to the final two turns. Clavette on the inside. He will make his way around. Dylan Clark still with no hood, hanging on to 11th spot. Trying to get the best finish that he can with it. So Clavette will move up to 9th. Stringfellow's still working on the back bumper of the 73 of Mark True. Bill Wright to the back bumper through the bus stop, trying to get a run into the carousel. He is right there. Will Mark True let him by? He's going to give him the lane on the inside. Stringfellow is going to move up to 6th position if he can get this pass through the carousel. But True with a big run out of the corner. Startles Stringfellow, has to get out of it. I think Bill quite a bit faster than Mark. If he can just get around, he'll still have a chance to catch Dunning. There he is now to the inside. Let's see if he can get him down into turn 1. As they both break hard into the corner. Stringfellow gonna take it down into turn 1. Stringfellow to 6th. True to 7th. And Justin Lumpkin trying to run these guys down. Justin Lumpkin in the 0X Designs car trying to catch Mark True. That number 73 as they go into the bus stop. These two staying steady right now. Osmer's now pulled out to a 4-second lead. Nate Maurer starting to get run down by Jamie Dunning, not far behind. Dunning on the hunt. Nate Maurer for now holding on to 4th spot. Stringfellow, he's the one that's trying to catch both of these guys before the stage is over. But they've got some distance on him. Dunning doing a good job of reeling him in just slightly and slowly, trying not to take too much at a time. Little chunks. And that right there is what Nate Maurer is seeing out of his rear view mirror. Jamie Dunning approaching, getting closer and closer. Dunning now only 1.3 seconds behind the number 97 Simbox machine of Nate Maurer. Now that we're getting into the longer run, Osmer has pulled away a good distance from Prentice, now 6 seconds ahead, as Prentice can't really even see him ahead of him. And Kevin Franks has gone around just in front of the leader. You see the damage there from Kevin Franks. Let's see what happened to Kevin through the carousel. Gets loose off the corner into the inside wall hard. A hard hit to the outside wall. Gets it going straight, but he will go a lap down with quite a bit of damage to the front end of that car. He actually will go down the pit lane. Osmer still out front by almost 7 seconds. As Osmer trying to put a few more guys a lap down. Mark True is now maybe gone off. Let's see. Yeah, the 73 has gone around. He's looked like off the last turn as he's crossing the line right there as he gets it back going. Let's see what happened to Mark True. Oh, a little too hard up into the grass. Gets it loose. Almost saved it, but looped it around. I don't think he hit anything. Spins it right around and gets going. He will lose a couple of spots. think he may have hit something else. Let's take a look. Oh, Dylan Clark gets into the rear bumper of the 73. Some right front damage to that car now as he's dropped back a couple of spots. Mark True now running 12th position. Nate Maurer still holding on to 4th. Jamie Dunning right behind him. Stringfellow now beginning to reel both of these guys in. Dunning actually blows it through the bus stop, goes a little bit too far. Stringfellow's going to head to the inside. Stringfellow now into the top 5 for the first time tonight in the number 83. He's got about 4 laps. See if he can try and run down Nate Maurer in the 4th position. Stringfellow 20 seconds behind our leader of Osmer. Osmer already up the back straight, almost into the bus stop. As he is trying his best to catch Joey Doucette. And put him a lap down. Doucette right now the last car on the lead lap in 16th position. Just trying to survive a couple of more laps. But Osmer breathing down the neck of Doucette. Right there he is. That's our leader, Osmer, trying to get him a lap down. Osmer not only fast, but doing a fantastic job of saving the tires. And there goes Prentice into the pit lane. He's going to pit before the end of the stage. Who's going to take the stage points? Prentice going to try and get an advantage on the caution. Try and pass everyone under the caution. McMillan Jr. will move to 2nd. Nate Maurer now into 3rd. Stringfellow up to 4th position. That'll put Jamie Dunning back in the top 5. Prentice is going to drop. Prentice and Dylan Clark both in the pit lane, but Prentice not even going to drop out of the top 10. There comes Dylan Clark in 11th. Prentice back out on track after his pit stop. Moves from 2nd to 9th, 42 seconds off the lead. Another one in the pit lane, that's Mark True. The number 73, he's got quite a bit of damage. He's going to come in and try and take that advantage on the stage break caution. Osmer actually goes around to lap the 73, so he's going to try and take his pit stop now and get a wave around. Stringfellow not far behind the 97. There he is. They'll have to the end of the lap. This is the end of the stage. Osmer coming around. That caution will happen here at the end of this lap. McMillan Jr. a distant 2nd. Maurer and Stringfellow, the battle on the track right now. Oh, there goes the 19 into the outside wall. Osmer's going to be coming around. This will be the end of the stage. The caution will fly. There it is, stage caution. And your final stage results are going to be Osmer, your stage winner. John McMillan Jr., second place. Nate Maurer will end up third. Bill Stringfellow charges up 16 positions from 20th to finish fourth in the stage. Jamie Dunning will come home with a fifth place spot in this end of the stage. Dean Clavette sixth. Justin Lumpkin in seventh spot. Andrew Rattel eighth position as these guys trying to catch the pace car. Ninth is Matthew Prentice. He's going to stay out here guaranteed. Doug Neal will round out the field for the stage end, as these guys are just going to have to catch the pace car. We'll have our pit stop. So Osmer, he gets around both Adcock and Doucette. Osmer choosing to stay out as everyone else down the pit lane. Interesting decision from Ronnie Osmer. Prentice, he'll stay out because he pitted before, chose to take tires before the stage, ended up ninth in the stage, but Osmer choosing to stay out. Interesting decision, maybe a good one, but on the pit lane. Here comes some drivers out. Let's see, McMillan Jr. going to be the first off pit lane. Bill Stringfellow loses some positions, will move back to ninth. Gets passed by Dunning, Clavette, and Lumpkin in the pits. So interesting there for Stringfellow as he'll lose several positions. Several different strategies going on right now. Ronnie Osmer has not pitted. 20 laps. I think they can go about 33 laps on fuel. So he's got about 13 laps if he chooses to stay out there that long. Interesting decision to not pit here, but that's what he's going to go with. Matthew Prentice is in second. Dylan Clark has not taken his fast repair as he still has no hood on that car. John McMillan Jr., Nate Maurer, all these guys pitted. Osmer got quite a bit older tires. Let's take a look at our pit strategy. You'll have to update when everyone crosses the line. We'll wait until that moment. As we wait, though, you may notice that Blake Giglio not here tonight. In this league, you get two things called provisionals. If you don't start the race, you get 2 times where you get last place points. Blake Giglio choosing to take the night off. He'll hold on to the point lead as he's got 62 points over Bill Stringfellow. Bill eat into that a little bit, but with that provisional, he's not going to be able to catch nearly enough So Giglio, our point leader, Stringfellow second, McMillan Jr. having a great night tonight in third spot. Cogswell, Falovich in fifth. Dunning has moved up to sixth position. Matthew Prentice in seventh. AJ Rogers eighth. Matt Goodell ninth spot, and Andrew Rattel in 10th. We're going to take the top 16. Doucette, True, Ronnie Osmer, Travis White, Travis Cremita, Justin Lumpkin all currently in. On the outside looking in, trying to get in, Kevin Franks, Kyle Adcock, Tyler Humphrey not here tonight. Nate Maurer trying to find his way in as well. This restart going to be single file. McMillan Sr. on the pits. Bill Stringfellow in the pits as well. So not sure if Stringfellow having an issue. He's going to come in and get fuel. He may try to stretch it the distance. We'll have to see something up with Bill Stringfellow. Not sure what the issue is, but he's pulling back out on track now. Sounded like he was having some computer issues earlier in the day, maybe having those issues now. That'll be interesting, but Bill Stringfellow, he'll move to the rear of the field again as we're getting ready to go green. Lights off the pace car. This time it'll be on Ronnie Osmer. Bill gonna have to run to catch up. As we are getting ready to go green when the pace car pulls off. Stringfellow going to be half a lap behind. So not the night he was looking for tonight. Osmer, pace car pulls off. Let's see what happens. Green flag for Ronnie Osmer. Single file restart. The 83 of Stringfellow. Oh, the 22 goes sideways. Everyone trying to get around. 97 of Nate Maurer moves around. He's in fifth spot now. Oh, one around sideways. That's McMillan Jr. The 5 gets involved. Those two are teammates. Major damage for Andrew Rattel on the restart. Looks like the 4 maybe stopped as well up track. He is. Let's take a look. Doug Neal must have gone around as well. As the 5 tried to slow down for the spinning 51. Let's take one more look at what happened to the 51. Trying to make up time, gets loose. Coming out of the S's, loops it around hard into the outside wall. Comes right up in front of the 5. A hard hit for the 5, and then after that, 4 gets involved somewhere. Right here, the 4. He's going around, does his best to get around the 73 of Mark True hard into the rear bumper of the 4. He goes spinning around. 73 with major damage. Not sure if he had taken his fast repair yet. John McMillan Jr. is now in the pit lane. The 77 goes around as Cogswell squeaks by on the inside. Lumpkin back up and going. Quite a bit of damage. Stringfellow already run these guys down, all those guys that had just crashed. Doug Neal even being involved in that incident. Quite a bit of damage, but he's still in 8th position. McMillan Jr. had to pit. He's still on the lead lap, but he is 14th as he had to take his fast repair. Gonna try and salvage what he can out of it. Rattel still out there running with no nose. Osmer able to stay in front of Prentice even with 20 lap older tires. Prentice trying to push all he can right now. Needs to try and get ahead of Osmer, but that's exactly what Osmer needed for everyone to crash behind him as he's out here on these older tires. Now let's take a look at the pit strategy. Osmer been out there 25 laps. Everyone else a lot less than Osmer. Prentice 7 laps. Clark 7 laps. Everyone else pitted on the caution 4 laps ago. Prentice doing his best to get around. He's got the better tires. To the inside. Can he get around the 55 of Osmer? Not going to be able to do it there. Osmer gets a good run down into 1. Dylan Clark coming up the hill behind these guys. And the 5 chose to pit, take his faster pair, but he'll be a lap down in 14th spot. John McMillan Jr. about to go a lap down. There's right behind him these 2 leaders that are battling for position. Clark's able to keep pace. Osmer going to hold on to that bottom lane. Clark actually a little bit faster, it looks like. Prentice just cannot get around. There's Dylan Clark in the 34. Nate Maurer, he's not far behind these guys. 8 seconds off the lead. He has maintained 4th all night long. Fantastic job in the number 97 Simbox Chevrolet Camaro. Right behind him, Jamie Dunning. He's pretty much been in the top 5 most of the night. Doug Neal down the pit lane. He'll go take his faster pair, it looks like. And what's probably going to be his final pit stop. Everyone should be able to make it from here. Doug Neal going to try and go out there and run some hot laps. The battle for the lead still hot up front. Osmer and Prentice starting to pull away from Clark, though. Osmer all over the track trying to keep ahead of the 15. Now the 15 to the inside. Prentice going to try and outbreak him, but he's not going to be able to do it there. Osmer, a great run down into the bus stop. Prentice doing all he can. Tries to get a run down the straightaway. He's just not going to have enough. Down into turn 1, still not there. As Osmer not phased by Prentice being right behind him. And these guys have taken another second advantage over the 34 Clark in third. Prentice that time a good run up through the S's. Will it be enough? Is he going to get side by side with Osmer this time? Not enough. Number 19 of Jason Clark goes around through turn 1 into the inside wall. And he gets it back going. Osmer now into the pit lane. Prentice will take the lead. This will be Osmer's only pit stop of the race. He's the only driver on this strategy. Stringfellow, I'm not sure what his strategy is out there. He's 35 seconds off the lead. I don't know if he's trying to save fuel or... But Osmer's going to be probably coming off the pit lane in front of him. You see Stringfellow coming over the hill. So not sure what strategy Stringfellow has been trying, but I don't think it's going to work because Osmer's going to get out in front of him. Osmer now with fresh tires and plenty of fuel to the end. I think he may be battling a connection issue, just trying to stay away from everyone else and not cause any type of issue. Matthew Prentice, our second leader of the day. But now the question is, you know, Prentice has had that rabbit to chase in Osmer all night long, and now he doesn't have that. Now he is the pace setter, and Dylan Clark now has the rabbit of the 15 car. As you see him go off track behind him, he'll get back on. Doucette's going to try and get his lap back the hard way. Dunning is now in the pit lane, going to take his pit stop. Mauer's up to third. Prentice with a 4-second lead over Dylan Clark. Clark, a little mistake in turn 1 cost him a couple of seconds. You see, there's Clark coming off the carousel. Maurer in the orange car behind him. Clavette is right now 22 seconds behind these guys. He's trying to get a good finish in the number 56. Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. We haven't mentioned him much today, but that's kind of how Jonathan Cogswell works. Keeps his car clean, does a great job of just being there at the end. Cogswell right now up to 5th, but Osmer is pushing hard with those new tires. Cogswell going to get out of the way. That's probably a smart decision, as Osmer is a man on a mission right now in the number 55. Just took those tires. He's trying to gain as much time as he can. Stringfellow, excuse me, he's going to come down the pit lane again here, this time under green. He's going to take tires. If you'll remember, on the restart, he was a good distance behind the field when the green flag flew. Currently sits in 11th spot, trying to get what he can out of it. Doug Neal, who's already pitted, goes around. That's 10th spot. Dunning's in front of him, already up the S's. Dunning has pitted as well. And the number 13... I think everyone trying to kind of hoping that Osmer will make a mistake as he's driving his way back through the field. He hasn't made one yet. And very impressive on the older tires to hold off Prentice. who had just pitted 20 laps difference on the tires. Prentice now pulling out 6 seconds over Dylan Clark in second, 9 seconds over Maurer as Osmer gets around Clavette for 4th position. Osmer just laying down some incredible lap times. You see our leader Prentice with a 1:15.62 and Osmer with a 1:13.03. And the impressive thing about that lap, that's 3 laps into this run for his on the tires, and that is 2/10 quicker than what he sat on the pole with. So Osmer absolutely blistering pace in the 55 right now. Prentice heads down the pit lane. That'll put Dylan Clark in the lead. One of our Truck Series standouts. He did make the playoffs, or the chase, excuse me, for the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series. Out front right now, no hood. Sticking it out in the wind. Dylan Clark, he's got about a 2-second advantage over Nate Maurer. As looks like we've got one down in the grass. Not sure who that was. That was the 4, Justin Lumpkin. Take a look at what happened to Justin as he's down in the gravel pit. And he was right in front of our leader. Just got into the bus stop a little too hard, gets sideways. And he'll slide it through. And Stringfellow went down the pits again. So another issue for the 83. And he has been plagued with issues tonight. I believe he is a lap down now. Not sure if he sped in pit lane or what happened there, but he moved back to 14th. And he was really looking for a top 5 finish today. Fastest in practice, goes up there and gets 5th in the stage. But here in this final stage, a couple of incidents where he didn't quite get caught up to the field when the green flag flew, and he's had to make multiple pit stops. So not the night that he was looking for. It's like Dean Clavette with an issue down into turn 1. Oh, he gets that car a little uneasy as he hits the rumble strips. Gets it back going, Clavette. He's still in 5th spot. There he is, 5th position for Dean Clavette. And Osmer, who was right in front of Prentice when he pitted, has a 10-second lead now over Prentice as we wait for Dylan Clark and Nate Maurer to make their pit stops. Maurer trying to get up here and lead a lap. These guys are going to be losing a lot of time as we get going down the stretch. Dean Clavette will now take his pit stop. That'll put Jamie Dunning back into the top 5. Just needs to have a good, clean few laps, and he may get his 4th straight top 5 in the number 13. As long as he can just stay up there and keep it clean. And man, he's had a phenomenal run. He's had a phenomenal stretch in the last 4 races. At one point was out of the chase field and has moved his way into 6th in points, and he is running down 5th, trying to take that spot away. Dylan Clark now heads down the pit lane. He'll get his service as Prentice goes around. Osmer will move back into second, and he's only 9 seconds, now 8 seconds behind Maurer, who is our race leader. He's trying to get a lap led. Needs a bonus point, needs to try and get as many bonus points as he can. 97 of Nate Maurer stays out yet again as we're down to only 23 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. That Simbox machine looking good. We'll see when he chooses to take his pit stop. He's going to stay out another lap. So our current leader is Nate Maurer, as Kyle Adcock and John McMillan Sr. will take their pit stops. Nate Maurer, though, our leader. Second spot, the number 55 of Ronnie Osmer, who has been just setting a blistering pace since he went in to take his tires and his final pit stop. Behind him's Matthew Prentice in the 15, who's actually a little bit quicker than Osmer right now, who has newer tires. We'll see if he's actually able to run him down as we take a look. Osmer's been out there 4 laps longer than Prentice, and those 4 laps that he run were absolutely blistering laps. Take a look at the last time around the track. Prentice with a 1:14 flat. Osmer with a 1:14.99. So a second quicker for Prentice last time around. That's going to be, with 22 laps to go, if he can keep that pace, that's going to be enough to run down Osmer. We'll see if he'll have enough time. Let's take a look at it this time around. Osmer will come across the line right there. Maurer with a 1:16.3. Osmer runs a 1:14.75. Prentice about to come across the line. Prentice with a 1:14.26. So still faster as he works into the lead of Osmer. Maurer, we're still waiting on him to take his final pit stop. Osmer, he run down quite a bit. And the last couple of laps was about 10 seconds behind Maurer, now within 4. You see him right behind as we wait for Maurer to take his stop. It looks like now he's going to come down the pit lane. Nate Maurer is in the pits, and Ronnie Osmer is going to reassume the lead. For the final 20-lap run to the finish. Prentice 8 seconds now behind, was a little over 10 seconds behind at one point. Maurer still in the pit lane. Dunning's coming off and down the straightaway. Maurer with the freshest tires. He'll come back onto the track in front of Jamie Dunning. Dunning with quite a lead over Doug Neal in 6th position. 7th is Jonathan Cogswell on the 27, not too far behind Doug Neal. McMillan Jr. will now take his pit stop. He stayed out as long as he could. He's going to go a lap down here. Andrew Rattel out there in ninth. These guys a lap down as we've got 7 cars left on the lead lap. Osmer has just set a blistering pace here today. These guys will go around McMillan Jr. Rattel up to 8th now. Lumpkin in 9th. That'll put Kyle Adcock into the top 10. John McMillan Sr. right behind him in 11th. And Bill way behind these guys in 13th position. And the 51 of McMillan Jr. back out on track as he goes up through the S's. Osmer just now trying to settle in as he's maintained about 8 seconds over Prentice. There's Prentice in the blue car up at the top of your screen behind that gold number 5. And the bad luck continues for the 83 of Stringfellow, as looks like the 19 had crashed in front of him, and Bill with nowhere to go, a hard hit. Let's take another look. Let's look at the 19 and see if we can see what happened to the 19 car. Oh, he went airborne, a hard hit. Looks like he got the nose hung. Gets loose going through the S's, a hard hit right there. Gets the nose hung, and on iRacing, sometimes that'll happen. It'll shoot your car airborne. Naturally, that car probably should have just went to the inside, and Bill with just nowhere to go. Tries his best to avoid the 19, but another hard hit for the 83 as he hits that inside wall. The whole hood and nose gone from the 83. As he gets it going back straight, but a very damaged race car. Stringfellow now in the pit lane to take his faster pair. He's 13th position, but he's going to lose at least 1, if not 2 spots right here coming to get this faster pair. Osmer, those tires are now evened out, and he's actually pulled out another 4/10 over Prentice. Another half a second now as Prentice slow up through the S's. Prentice doing all he can to try and run down Osmer, but man, Osmer been the class of the field. Through the last corner, he's 8.5 seconds over Prentice. Tell you, somebody's had a great day in his first start in the SCRL Cup Series, and that's Dylan Clark. I said it before, he won here in the Truck Series, knows how to get around Watkins Glen. Don't think he's going to have enough time to run down either of these leaders. He's 20 seconds behind, but a fantastic debut for the number 34 of Dylan Clark. He's had a few issues, but he has recovered well. Maurer with such a great run as he heads into the bus stop. He was the last one to pit got the freshest tires on the track. He's pulling away from Jamie Dunning in 5th spot. With no mistakes, he'll hold on to a 4th place finishing position. With 15 laps to go. Behind him is Jamie Dunning. He's run 3 straight top 5s. Yeah, 3 straight top 5s for Dunning as he's trying to run down Falovich, who did not make a start tonight. He's going to try and close that gap. Running his 4th straight top 5. He just hangs on to it for 15 more laps. Doug Neal in the number 77. That's 2 Simbox cars in the top 6. These guys, both phenomenal race car drivers. Doug Neal having a good day today. Currently 6th position. Had a solid race. Was involved in the incident right there after the green flag from the stage caution. Was able to drive through it as cars were wrecking in front of him. But as he made his way through, he moved up into the 6th position and has not looked back, and he's hold on to that spot. Right behind him, Jonathan Cogswell in 7th. This is another guy who just does such a great job of keeping his car clean. Currently sits 7th, Justin Lumpkin. He's in 8th position. That's 0X Designs car. He's been off track a couple of times, but has maintained a quick pace to keep him in the top 10. Currently sits 8th spot. In 9th, we've got John McMillan Jr. Got loose up through the S's earlier and spun it around. Had to pit, but didn't pit to where he could make it to the end of the stage. So had to come down a pit again. That put him a lap down in 9th spot. Rounding out your top 10 right now, Kyle Adcock in the number 9. And he's had a very solid race. But up front right now, Osmer, as he has maintained the gap, 8 seconds. Over Prentice, as now Cogswell will fall a lap down. And the number 27. Prentice giving it all he's got. You see him sideways out of the carousel. But he's just really able to hold pace. Actually picked up almost a second there on Osmer, as Osmer did not have a good run through that final corner. Osmer may have burned these tires up. He pitted 4 laps before Prentice. Osmer, he may be the new SCRL road course ringer. Oh, I say that. He gets sideways through the bus stop, but man, able to hold on to it. Actually gains time through the bus stop doing that. Gained 0.3 of a second. Sliding sideways. This guy knows how to get around a road course. He won at the Circuit of the Americas. He is leading right now with, we're coming down to 10 to go. He's pulled out another half second on Prentice. Prentice trying to reel him in, but just not able to. As Osmer is just maintaining an incredible pace throughout this whole race. Dylan Clark maintaining 20 seconds behind Osmer, so he's fast. But right now, track position's the thing. Gonna have Osmer and Prentice wreck for a chance for Clark to win. Maurer, such a solid day. Top 4 all day long for Nate Maurer. Dunning with another top 5 run right now. He's got quite the lead over Doug Neal. He goes sliding through the bus stop. Dunning just trying to keep the car clean. Behind him, there's Doug Neal. That's the next spot. Doug Neal, last car on the lead lap. Osmer running him down. Doug Neal actually going to get out of Osmer's way. Osmer will put the 77 of Doug Neal a lap down. That'll put only 5 cars left on the lead lap. As Osmer and Prentice, these two have been so fast all day long. An interesting pit strategy for Osmer, and even on those old tires right after the stage break was able to hold off Prentice and run away from the rest of the field. And as they pit, Osmer come out and just took off, and in 4 laps got a 10-second lead over Matthew Prentice. But now as the tires have kind of evened out, actually Osmer saved his a little bit better, as he has now pulled away with 7.5 seconds ahead, now almost 9.5 seconds over Prentice. Osmer, a fantastic run. Stringfellow on the hunt for Joey Doucette. This is for 12th position. And Stringfellow had such high hopes coming into the night. Fastest in practice. Wasn't able to get a qualifying time. had some computer issues throughout the race and a couple of other issues in pit lane. Puts him a lap down, trying to find his way back up to try and get as much as he can. But currently he sits 12th position as he just passed Joey Doucette there in the number 22, currently 13th. There's Mark True, some damage on the front of that car. He sits 14th position. Damage on the rear end as well. And he's 3 laps down. Stringfellow and Doucette are 2 laps down. From 6th back to 11th, they're all 1 lap down. 15th back. They've all chosen to set the rest of this one out. McMillan Jr., who's 3rd in points, he's actually out of this race. He took it behind the wall. And Osmer, as Prentice has pushed his car to the limits, may have burned the tires off that number 15, and Osmer has stretched the lead out another 4 seconds in the last 3 laps. Osmer actually has pulled out 3 seconds over Clark in about the same amount of time. Maurer with much fresher tires. Osmer's actually a little bit quicker than 97 as well. Very impressive for Ronnie Osmer. Pushing that thing to its absolute limits. Prentice sideways off the carousel again. Hard down into the final couple of turns. 5 laps to go as Osmer crosses the line. Dylan Clark, a fantastic night. Debut here in the Southern Excitement Racing Lead, still in 3rd spot. And I raced in the truck series with Dylan Clark. I still do, but I raced him here at Watkins Glen. And, you know, I ended up, the guy's not been on iRacing very long. I've been on for a little over a year, almost a year and a half at this point. And I ended up getting on his in-car camera and trying to figure out what exactly he was doing to be so much faster than me. And I come away with a top 5 in that race and just absolutely got whooped by Dylan Clark. And he moves up to a much faster car, a much harder car to drive in the Cup car. And a great showing in 3rd spot for Dylan Clark. Nate Maurer, man, a couple of good races in a row. Had a good finish at Pocono last week. Fantastic restart at the end. Comes away with what's looking to be a 4th place finish today. Mauer's just done such a great job of keeping the car clean, not been involved in a single incident. And that's what it takes to get a top 5 here today. And another guy who's done that is Jamie Dunning, the number 13. Has just run a fantastic race. The guy, nobody in this league has been more consistent than Jamie Dunning over the last 4 races. He's had 3 top 5s. This will be his 4th if he can hold on to 5th spot. He has, in my opinion, asserted himself as a championship contender when we head into the chase here in just a few more weeks. Osmer coming down to 2 laps to go. Just see how smooth Ronnie Osmer is around this very high speed road course, the Watkins Glen. He is not letting up either. Was only 7 seconds ahead of Prentice, and now he's 15 seconds. He has really pushed the gap ahead of the number 15. As we watch Ronnie Osmer come around, he's going to take the white flag. And there is 1 to go here at Watkins Glen. Ronnie Osmer out front, 15 seconds the advantage over Matthew Prentice. Only 5 cars left on the lead lap. That's Osmer, Prentice. Clark is McMillan Jr. close to the 55. Osmer, Prentice, Clark, Maurer, and Dunning, the only 5 on the lead lap. Prentice actually a little bit quicker that last lap. Osmer just trying to get it across the finish line. And he'll come through the final 2 turns. Ronnie Osmer out of the last turn and down the front stretch. He will be your winner here at Watkins Glen in the number 55 second position, Matthew Prentice. Third spot, Dylan Clark in his debut, a fantastic run for the number 34. Nate Maurer comes across the line in 4th position. A fantastic race. The number 97 Simbox Machine. Jamie Dunning will come through those final 2 turns. He'll be the last car on the lead lap. He'll get his 4th straight top 5 finish. Jamie Dunning has asserted himself as a championship contender. But your winner today is none other than Ronnie Osmer. An interesting pit strategy gets it done. A fantastic race for that number 55. We watch him do a burnout down the front stretch. And there's your winner, number 55, Ronnie Osmer. Burn it down, Ronnie. Great job, Ronnie Osmer. Let's see if we can get a word with our 3rd place finisher, Dylan Clark, and the number 34. Hey, Dylan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hey, Dylan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Hey, man, you get out there. Had a couple incidents earlier in the race, but great recovery. I told you I was going to be talking to you in the interview for the top 3, and here you are. A great debut out there in that number 34. What did it look like to you out there today, Dylan?
It was pretty rough, if you ask me. Spun it early. Got lots of incidents out there. I wrecked Mark True. I'm really sorry about that. Just got a little tight. But other than that, it was just kind of all by my lonesome. Just kind of running around, keeping it clean while trying to.
Man, you are just so good at this place. Do you think, or what do you think could have gone different to have would have given you a chance at a win here today? Is there something that could have gone different for you?
Probably not wreck it on like lap 4 and nose it into the barrier. Probably not lock up on that start. That was just a bonehead move, running out of talent. But other than that, I think I ran a pretty good race. Really, those 2 incidents really took me out of it. But other than that, I think I ran pretty good.
Yeah, I think you did a great job, Dylan. Bragged on you a whole lot. You'll have to go back and watch it. But did you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, buddy?
I got to thank Warpack, DQ, UFA, Speed Demon Setups, Admin for letting me run in this Cup Series. Prentice Vertel for letting me run under their number and name. My parents for giving me this awesome sim rig, and really just my family for supporting me.
Absolutely. We did a great job today, Dylan, and maybe we'll get to talk to you here on Sunday nights again pretty soon.
10-4, hopefully.
All right, a great job for Dylan Clark. He comes home 3rd. And now let's see if we can get a word with the number 15 of Matthew Prentice, our 2nd place finisher. Hey, Matthew, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Dakota.
Man, you were so fast out there, but man, Osmer was about untouchable, but you were, I mean, world ahead of 3rd and everyone else behind you. What do you think needed to happen for you to get around Osmer and get the win today?
I mean, other than him wrecking out or something, I don't think we're going to get to him. He was fast and made some good strategy calls. So
Speaking of strategy calls, you pit there before the stage, and that was an interesting decision as you pit from second. You move back to ninth in the stage, but you come out second there after the caution. Can you explain that strategy call there?
I used it at Circuit of the Americas, and it worked there really, really well. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's try and win this thing. So.
Yeah, it was a good call as you come home second. We know you're a good road course racer. As we go into the chase here pretty soon, do you think you'll have a chance at the Roval? Is that one of your more favorite tracks?
Unfortunately, it is probably my least favorite road course.
And that's got to be the one that's in the chase, right? It's my least favorite as well. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Matthew?
First off, I want to say congrats to Ronnie. Thanks my teammates out there and our sponsors, Dairy Queen, UFA. It means the world to have all the support.
Absolutely. Well, have a good night tonight, Matthew. You had such a great run. I thought you were going to have a chance at him, but he was just a little bit too quick tonight.
Yeah, I thought so for a minute there, but oh well. We'll get him next time. Thanks, Dakota.
Absolutely. Good job tonight, man. All right, and now to our winner, Ronnie Osmer, and the number 55. Let's get a word with Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, untouchable is the word today. You get out front and just set sail. There at the end of the stage, you chose to stay out, and I thought, well, you're not going to have a chance against Prentice with those new tires. And I was absolutely amazed. 20-lap-old tires, and you drove away from the guy. What's your secret to get around Watkins Glen? Because I need to take notes.
Pretty much it was just to keep the car on track. And I was as surprised as you as how well those tires went after that restart at the end of the stage. Because I looked at it and went, okay, people are going to pit here at the end of the stage. You still got to do one more pit stop to reach the end. So, and you can get close to 35 laps on the tank. So, why not take the gamble? I was planning on losing probably like 2 positions to Matthew and the rookie in the 34, but it's like as Lewis Hamilton said, tires caught new wind after the heat cycle went through them, and as I was driving away from him, I was like, all right, I just got to reach my lap to make it to the end, and I was golden.
Yeah, even there at the end, you pit after that strategy, and then Prentice pits 4 laps later, and he catches you about 3 seconds, but there at the end of the run, there those last 5 laps, you pulled out to like an extra 5-6 seconds you pulled ahead of him. Man, just a great job saving tires. Were you just trying to just keep it straight like you say, or is there some sort of secret to saving tires?
Just keeping it straight, being easy with the throttle, and car did the rest. It was just I kept saying it kept trying to kill me every lap, but I was fighting it and keeping it straight.
Yeah, we took a lap on your in-car camera, and looked like you were really working that wheel. I don't think I'd have been able to hold it for that long. You're just more talented than me, and man, just absolutely class of the field tonight, Ronnie. Impressed is to say the least. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Ronnie?
Well, thank PH Aware and riding on board, all my guys at VSM, all the guys in SCRL, help run this league, and you for broadcasting.
Absolutely. Well, great job, Ronnie. Looks like you're going to be our new road course ringer. You think you got a shot at the Roval as we head down into the chase?
I just like this track. I haven't had that much luck with the Roval, but I'm feeling confident after 2 road course wins. I think I can do it.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, great job tonight, Ronnie, and we'll be seeing you again very soon. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one. And there's our top 3 finishers as we head into the new week. Wednesday night will be with the Daytona NASCAR Series. All races at Daytona. They switch cars every week. That's going to be on Wednesday night. Thursday night, the Pelican Snowball Super Speedway Series. Saturday night, we'll have the SERL Truck Series. Justin White will be with you that night. Actually, he may be off this week. We'll have to see. And then next Sunday night, I'll be joining you again here on the Southern Excitement Racing League. Appreciate everybody for stopping by and watching this one. Road course race. Ronnie Osmer, excuse me. Just absolute class of the field. Speed. Nobody really had a chance, I don't think. Great job to Osmer. Prentice was, nobody could touch him as the second best car. A debut car in the number 34 of Dylan Clark. A great race, a great recovery after a couple of spins earlier in the race. Nate Maurer kept the car clean all night long. Just a great solid finish for the number 97 of Nate Maurer. And Jamie Dunning comes home with his 4th straight top 5 finish. Great job to all of our top 5 finishers. And appreciate everybody for stopping by. We will catch you all next time.